Caverns are like portals to a secret world that extends beneath our feet. They are natural formations, often surprising and full of stories that tell us about our planet's past. But what exactly are they? How were they formed, and why are they so important? Let's explore it together. What are caverns? Caverns are underground spaces that have formed naturally in the Earth's crust. Imagine entering a place where time seems to have stopped, with walls that tell stories of millions of years. Some caverns are small and cozy, while others are gigantic mazes that could confuse you for days. They are found all over the world and in different types of rocks, but they are especially common in limestone rock, known for its ability to be shaped by water. The curious thing is that not all caves are the same. Some are full of stalactites and stalagmites that look like something out of an art gallery. Others contain underground rivers or lakes, and a few even have a life of their own, with small ecosystems adapted to perpetual darkness. These structures are not just holes in the ground. They are true hidden worlds waiting to be discovered. How were the caverns formed? The formation of caverns is a fascinating process that can take millions of years and depends on various natural factors. Most caverns are formed through a phenomenon called karstification, which occurs in regions where soluble rocks such as limestone, gypsum, or dolomite predominate. It all starts with rainwater, which picks up carbon dioxide from the air and soil, turning into a slightly acidic solution. This acidic water seeps through fissures and crevices in the rock, gradually dissolving it. Over time, these small fissures expand to form underground galleries and chambers. It is as if water were a patient sculptor molding the rock inch by inch. In addition to karst caverns, there are other equally interesting types. Volcanic caverns are formed during volcanic eruptions, when lava flows and as it cools, leaves hollow tunnels. A famous example is the lava tubes in Hawaii. Ice caverns, located in glaciers, are formed by the melting and movement of ice. These caverns are as ephemeral as they are impressive. And sea caverns, which are created by the constant action of waves that erode cliffs and coastal rocks, giving rise to caves next to the sea. What makes this process more interesting is that each cavern is unique. Local conditions such as rock type, amount of water and time, influence the shape, size, and internal structures of each cavern. Some can extend for hundreds of kilometers, while others are small bubbles hidden in the earth. Inside the caverns, we find two of the most striking and special formations: stalactites and stalagmites. These calcareous structures are formed by the accumulation of minerals dissolved in the water that drips into the cavern. A stalactite forms on the ceiling of caves and hangs like an icicle of rock. Its name comes from the Greek stalaktos, which means dripping. While a stalagmite, it grows from the ground upwards, just below the stalactites, as water drips and leaves mineral sediments. The stalagmite is like a daughter of a stalactite. The key difference between the two is their position. Stalactites hang from the ceiling, and stalagmites emerge from the ground. When a stalactite and a stalagmite meet, they can form a column. This process is extremely slow, since these structures grow only a few millimeters per century. Their spectacular beauty and complexity make them true works of natural art. Although caves may seem like inhospitable places, they are actually home to fascinating biological diversity. Some species, known as troglobites, have evolved to live exclusively in this environment. These animals usually lack pigmentation and have reduced or non-existent eyes, but they have extremely developed senses such as touch or smell. There are also bats, insects, amphibians, and microorganisms that depend on this ecosystem to survive. Caverns are not only mysterious refugees, they also play a key role within ecosystems. Imagine that they are like hidden gears in the machine of nature, making it possible for many things to work without us realizing it. Below, I tell you some of the most important functions they have. Many caverns act as giant natural tanks, storing water that seeps from the surface. This resource is vital for both local ecosystems and nearby human communities. In their darkness and climatic stability, caverns offer a safe home for many species that could not survive elsewhere. From colonies of bats to small invertebrates, each inhabitant plays a role in the food chain. Bat droppings, also known as guano, are a natural fertilizer rich in nutrients. This underground gold not only feeds microorganisms and fungi within the caverns, but also, when taken outside, it improves soil fertility. Caverns are also important pieces in the carbon cycle. Stalactites and stalagmites act as stores of this element, trapping it in the form of calcium carbonate. This process helps regulate carbon in the atmosphere in the long term. Although they may seem isolated, caverns are connected to the outside world in surprising ways. For example, many of them drain water into nearby rivers and lakes, directly influencing the life that depends on those water sources. In short, caves are like the hidden foundations of a house. We don't always see them, but they are essential to sustain the balance of the ecosystem we know. And although they often go unnoticed, their impact is as great as the mystery they keep inside. This is everything that nature creates. Around the planet, there are caves that have gained fame for their beauty, size, or mystery. Each of them has something unique to offer, from stunning landscapes to historical discoveries. Here, some of the most famous caves in the world. The Cavern of Crystals, Mexico. This cavern, located in Naica, Chihuahua, is an authentic natural spectacle. It is famous for containing giant selenite crystals, some of the largest in the world, which can reach 12 meters in length. They look like something out of a science fiction movie. Hang Son Doong, Vietnam. Considered the largest cavern on the planet, it is so vast that there is room for a jungle and a river inside. Exploring it is like entering another world, where the landscape is surreal and majestic. The Altamira Cavern in Spain. This cavern is famous for its cave paintings, made more than 36,000 years ago. Its representations of bison, deer, and human hands are a window to the past and prehistoric art. Carlsbad Caverns in the United States. Located in New Mexico, these caverns are famous for their huge underground rooms and impressive rock formations. Waitomo Cavern in New Zealand. This magical place is known for its fireflies, which light up the walls like stars in the night sky. Taking a boat ride through this cavern is a unique and unforgettable experience. Fingal's Cavern in Scotland. Located on the island of Staffa, this cavern is famous for its perfectly aligned basaltic columns, which appear to have been carved by giants. The sound of the sea inside the cave creates an almost musical atmosphere. Exploring caverns has become a fascinating activity for those seeking a closer connection with nature. The caverns offer unique experiences that combine adventure, science, and history. Many people enjoy guided tours, where experts explain the geology, fauna, and curiosities of these underground formations. These visits are ideal for those who want to enjoy the beauty of the caves without going too deep. For the most daring, there is caving, an activity that allows you to explore caves in a deeper way, often in areas not accessible to conventional tourism. This type of exploration requires specialized equipment and technical knowledge, but the rewards are enormous: breathtaking views, unique discoveries, and an unmatched connection with nature. However, cavern tourism also poses challenges. It is essential that these activities are carried out responsibly. Careless footsteps, artificial lights, and trash can upset the natural balance of caverns. Some stalactites and stalagmites, for example, are so sensitive that a simple touch can stop their growth forever. Therefore, it is important to follow the guide's instructions, respect the protected areas, and avoid leaving traces during the visits. Fortunately, many tourist caverns have conservation programs that ensure their beauty and biodiversity remain intact for future generations. Thus, tourism can be a powerful tool to educate and raise awareness about the importance of protecting these unique places. Climate change is leaving its mark even in the most hidden corners of the planet, such as caverns. One of the most visible impacts is the alteration in the formation of stalactites and stalagmites. These natural sculptures depend on a delicate balance in the water and mineral cycles, and any change in precipitation patterns can slow or even stop its growth. On the other hand, many caves function as natural thermometers of climate change. The layers of calcite that form in stalactites and stalagmites record data about past climate, like tree rings. However, this natural archive can be compromised by rising temperatures, pollution, and human activity. Additionally, cave-dwelling species, such as bats and troglobites, are at risk due to habitat loss and to changes in climatic conditions. Bats, for example, are crucial for controlling insect populations and pollinating plants, and their decline could have knock-on effects on other ecosystems. As climate change advances, the risk of cave flooding due to heavier rainfall also increases. This not only threatens internal ecosystems, but also the structural stability of some caves close to human settlements. To address these challenges, it is essential to promote cavern research and conservation. Protecting these spaces not only benefits the species that live in them, but also helps us better understand how to mitigate and adapt to climate change more broadly. Caverns are much more than dark holes in the earth. They are havens of biodiversity, books of geological history, and they show us how connected we are to nature and to our past. Caring for and respecting them is key to ensuring that this underground world continues to be a source of wonder for future generations. We have reached the end of this video. We hope you liked it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and activate the bell. Until next time.